Are you trying to increase your average order value? Well, bundling and bulk volume discounts are two great ways to do that, and we're going to explore how you can leverage that in your online business. Let's dive in. Okay, so a quick note before we dive into how you can leverage bundling to increase your average order value. Why do you even want to increase your average order value, or your AOV, as we'll probably just call it throughout the rest of the videos? So higher AOV means you can pay more to acquire a customer. The more a customer is paying you, you can pay Facebook or affiliates or whatever traffic source you're using to acquire customers more. So you can start to scale higher with that. So let's start to kind of dive in on why and how you can leverage that a bit here. So I use the fast food metaphor a lot because everyone's usually used to that. So we'll keep that trend up. Think about when you pull up, right? Kind of you're driving in your car and you pull up to the window and you're looking at the menu, or if you're in there, what's the main thing you see? It's combos, right? You see combo 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And you get your fries and a drink and you get your burger, something like that up there. Well, that is a form of bundling. It's different than an upsell, right? Do you want fries with that? That's an upsell. That's someone asking you after you've kind of made your decision, do you want to add more to it? But bundling happens kind of almost passively in how you're presenting an offer to somebody. They're looking at it and going, oh, well, I could get drink, or I could get a burger. I'm not that hungry, but that's $4. But if I just pay $5.50, I get fries and a drink is thrown in. I got all that separately, it'd be more. So, okay, yeah, I'll do the combo. Okay, right. So they start to kind of justify why they're going to pay more, even though it's more than they initially need to pay or want to pay, right? It's a way to kind of passively get that average order price up there. Another common one you'll see in the real world, which cracks me up, is the buy 3 tires, get the 4th free. You'll see that like Les Schwab or Discount Tire or Cooper Tire and those kinds of places. It cracks me because who's buying 3 tires? Like, who goes, I need 3 tires, but oh, cool, they throw a 4th one in, right? Or I'm only going to buy 2, but if I buy 3, I get a 4th one. No, usually you're buying 1 tire or 4 tires. So it's like, I don't know why people think that's a deal, right? They're just averaging that cost of the 4th tire into the 3rd tire. But human psychology here is what we're looking at. We're looking at how can you use human psychology and the desire to get a good deal and to win as a consumer, how you can use that to get someone to pay more. So that whole buy 3, get the 4th free, this is going to carry on through the theme of this video. That's a great way that you kind of see like people bundling products in a way that makes them want to pay more. And it's not just limited to the real world. Obviously, those are just examples, but for online commerce, and what we're kind of worried about here is how can an online seller use kind of bundling to increase their AOV? Well, let's look at Amazon, the biggest retailer in the world at this point. So here's a camera, I'm considering getting, I'm recording this on my phone right now. I kind of want to upgrade eventually. So we've got this camera here. This frequently bought together is a way that Amazon bundles multiple products on their platform, right? And it allows me to go, oh yeah, I can just add all 3. I get the camera, I get the lens, I get the whole battery pack thing here. Add all 3. I've also seen like an SD card, right, thrown in here. They probably rotate through things and see what works best for different kind of products there. So this frequently bought together is an example of a big e-commerce platform leveraging bundling and kind of ways to increase that average order value up, right? Because it's all margin plays for these people. And this works for digital products too, not just physical goods. Okay, you might be thinking, oh, I only sell digital. How can I bundle stuff? Well, let's look at Adobe. Their whole business model now is like subscription and bundling. Okay, they're going to beat you over the head with value with a bundle versus buying a one-off product. If I'm looking at Photoshop, it's going to be $100. But if I see that page, they're going to offer me, you can get Photoshop for $100. Sure, that's the cost. Or you can get Photoshop and Premiere Elements. You can get 2 of them, both of those products, for $150. I'm going to go, oh man. I start to feel almost stupid for not getting the bundle. And then if you look at their whole suite, it's like, what? $300 a year or 200 something a year for, I can't remember exactly, but you get the whole suite of products if I get a subscription for the year, and they just kind of add on all this bundling to it. So as you build more products for yourself and kind of for your clients for your customers, if it's like courses or digital products or ebooks, whatever it might be, you can start to bundle them together to make a really compelling package where it's like, hey, you can get this one thing for $37, but for $50, you get access to my whole suite of products or whatever it might be, right? It might be 3 products bundled together. And I go, why would I do that? Like, why would I give Why would I give stuff away? Well, if you're bringing someone in on a front end for a $37 product and you're finding that they're not taking upsells, or they're, you have to cross sell them later, and it's kind of, you're getting like LTV of 50. If you can just get that AOV up to 50 with a bundle or something like that, you've done the heavy lifting of having to resell them later on other products right on the get-go. And now anything else is going to be even more profit later. So you can start to scale that front end customer acquisition higher if your AOV is higher, and then focus on LTV down the road. Okay, so bulk volume discounts. So this is going to be similar to bundling. They kind of work in a similar environment online and e-commerce here. But this is for someone who's going, I only have one product. I can't do a bundle. Like, what was me? I only have one product. Okay, well, that's fine. So because you can do these volume-based discounts, almost make a bundle of one product for somebody. People look at sometimes and go, oh, you have to sell like 36 bottles or 36 units to make this work. No, you can sell, 1, 3, 6 products and make it all work for the customer of getting a deal. Remember, you're just trying to make it seem like the customer is winning and kind of like, ooh, yeah, if I do this, I just save this, right? You want them to win out there when they're searching for products to find. So here's how this can work. Across really any funnel, if you've got a single product that you're selling, whether it's digital or consumable. Well, this is more for physical products, I'll say. It's harder to get done with digital, but not impossible. You could sell like licenses or something. We can come back to that. So it's really common in the supplement space. When I work at ClickBank, and I see over the last 2 years, it's been around for much longer, don't get me wrong, but the last 2 years has really elevated like the 1, 3, 6 product offer. I'm going to show you a really longstanding brand that has done this well. This same example's gone to some extremes on other funnels, but Organifi is a great example here, right? They've got an individual bottle for $70. And that's a common price point you'll see in the direct response space for a single supplement bottle. Right, already they're saying you're saving $10. It's like, ooh, there's a little kind of mind hack, like, ooh, I'm saving $10. But look over here, but if I buy 2, I get 1 free. And that's another way to do a volume discount without really saying your cost of bottle is lower. Oh, that's another good way to do it. So it's like, oh, if I order 2, I get 1 free. Oh, but I'm getting 3 bottles for the price of what 2 bottles would have been. Right? So I'm getting a free one. It's a lot cheaper. It's 40% off. Or, ooh, this is right. They're obviously highlighting this one as the best one for me to get. If I buy 3 bottles, I get 2 free. No, you're really buying 5 bottles here, but the customer's thinking, ooh, if I buy 3, I get 2. Okay, this is looking really good. Because if I only bought 2, I only get 1 free. This is $200. So that's what per bottle? 200 divided by 5. I'm bad at math because I'm a writing major. $40 a bottle compared to $70. I'm saving $30 a bottle. Oh man, right? The customer starts to feel silly buying a single bottle, even though that's not they might have been convinced before they actually saw the offer. Yeah, I want to try this. Ooh, but wait a minute. If I'm going to pay $70 here, if I just paid for 2, I get 1 free. Or if I buy 5, I really get $40 a bottle, right? And so you're starting to like entice them with a deal. Like, oh, I got a deal on this thing, even though they might have just been ready to buy 1. And not everybody's going to buy the 3 bottle or the 5 bottle option. There's still going to be plenty of people that take the 1 bottle, but you're bringing that average up, right? Average order value, and really increasing the AOV. And just for context here, over the last 2 years, we've seen this take off across a variety of supplement offers. And it's not just about supplements. I'll show you another non-supplement offer here in a sec. So if you're not selling supplements, you can kind of apply it to your own e-commerce goods. So, but what we're seeing is like $70, front end price points, $50 to $70 single bottle prices. And then that same kind of model, 1, 3, 6 is really common. You get 3, you can get 6, and the price per bottle gets reduced drastically down to like $33 is common for the 6 bottle option. Someone's going, oh man, if I buy 1 bottle, it's 70. But if I buy 6, it's 33. It's like over 50% off. And they start to get enticed there. We're seeing this get 70%, AOVs and like the initial checkout AOVs, not the full upsell flow, in like the $150 to $200 range. Some as high as $300 for the full upsell funnel and stuff. But you might be going, oh, but you need really aggressive upsell funnels. You actually don't. These supplement funnels are getting 80% of their whole AOV from the initial checkout, right? Just from that 1, 3, or 6 front end option. That's 80% of the order people are taking. And then some will take upsells, especially if they took the single bottle. You might want to offer them 3 again. But they're getting that big front end price point up, and the customers are paying high. And now they can pay affiliates over $100 in commission. They can pay Facebook over $100 CPA to kind of acquire the customer, cost per acquisition. So this kind of starts to add up in a really big way for big scale. And these can do, anywhere from $20,000 a day to $300,000 a day. It's pretty crazy what you're able to do with this kind of scale when you have that kind of profit margin. But now let's look at a product that is not a supplement, because not everyone sells subs. So this is a great product here that I've used, ET Wraps, Shop ET, and it's like a beeswax canvas, kind of beeswax. There's other competitors out there like them, but the idea is that you replace your saran wrap, things like that. You can kind of wrap your food in it, kind of use it to make little baggies, things like that. And here's how they bundle. Similar idea, right? You have kind of for 1 to 2 people, singles and couples, 9 wraps for $39. But if you're 4 to 5 people, which is the most popular option, you're going to get this for $75 and 8. So you get double the wraps for less than would have been just to buy 2 9 wrap packages. Right. And they don't even have an option for me to just try a single pack. I'm going to get 9 wraps, right, for $40. Then if I go up to 36 wraps, it's not as steep because there's more, probably more cost of goods involved with this product than a supplement. So it's like the volume discount, if you will, isn't as drastic of like a % drop. But I'm like entice, oh yeah, I am a family of 4 to 5 people. Who is this for? Who's the avatar? Okay, 18 wraps is best, and it's a better deal than getting just 9. Okay, right. So you kind of buy now, move through the funnel. And you can do this. I've seen this done with knives. I've seen this done with flashlights, right? Coffee mugs. Gosh, there's all kinds of things you could do this with. I'm just looking around the room now, naming things, but there's such an easy way to do it. And even with digital, right? Digital gets a little harder with this because why would someone need more products from you? But I've seen it as hey, buy one from me, right? Buy $37 digital product. Buy it, great, okay. But you could get 2 licenses and give one to a friend, right? You kind of do this together with somebody. You can start to increase and kind of double down and kind of increase AOV that way. It is harder to do with digital, granted, but you kind of saw with, the bundling option works really with digital versus bulk volume discount. So like that Adobe example, and if you're doing courses and things like that, that's where bundling can be a lot more effective than say volume discounts of buy more of this. This is better for like a commodity, kind of like a product you're going to hold. Okay, so to recap for bundling, you can take multiple products together to make a better deal that would have been maybe a little cheaper than if we would have done it all together, right? So like if you look at Adobe, you've got the $100 for a single product, or it's $150 for 2 that are really complementary, or the whole suite of packages for like $200 or $300. I can't remember what exactly they are. But then you've got, Amazon retailers and things like that showing, hey, often bought together. And you don't have to be an e-commerce platform to use that. It can just be a frequently bought together, right? And you're just kind of building a little bundle on your direct response page. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And it can be, in the real world, you've got the kind of just get an inspiration from the fast food chains, the combos, the buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Like, how can you bundle things that doesn't always have to make sense, right? You just want the customer to feel like they're getting a deal. Okay, so bulk volume discounts, just to recap this real quick, this is a way for customers to really win psychologically and feel like I just saved this much money, even though they paid more money than they would have with a single bottle that they probably wanted when they first saw it, right? You want them to feel like I just saved this much money. No, you spent more, but you actually got more for it. So they pay less per unit, but they're going to get a lot more for them. And it's how you kind of package it. So when you get inspiration, what you see out there in the wild, you can see this with all kinds of stores too. I've seen it in gas stations even, right? But if you just be mindful of this when you're browsing the web, looking at competitors, look at your own funnel. How can you bundle something? You have to be mindful of your profit margins, obviously, and it can apply to really any physical good, whether it's a supplement, whether it's commodities, or whether, whatever you might be selling, you can get more of X for Y. And what is that X and Y to you for the customer? What makes them feel like they're getting a good deal, makes them feel warm and fuzzy when they buy, makes them feel like a winner. And they're gonna have a better buying experience for it, actually. They'll thank you for doing that instead of just having the one option, which you often see in e-commerce. So how can you start to kind of package this direct response mindset and increase that AOV and get those higher costs per acquisitions and so you can pay affiliates, you can pay Facebook, you can do all this stuff. So trust this was helpful for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. Let me know what questions you have about this in the comments below, and I will go find the answer if I don't know myself, or we can hang out in there. So cheers and happy scaling.